What's up, YouTubers? It's the Heart Attack Don. I'm just going to go ahead and tell my YouTube story here today about how I got onto YouTube and why I got involved in YouTube. And it all started when I got arrested in '09. You know, and people were telling me, oh, you should put this on YouTube. You should put this on YouTube. You know, of you getting arrested and faking a heart attack and all this. And I said, nah, I'm not going to do it. Hell no. Why would I do that? And then I saw a thing on CNN that said, hey, if you put videos onto YouTube and people watch them, you can actually make money. So I'm thinking, oh, now the wheels are turning. You know what? I'm going to put this onto YouTube, you know, of my arrest, and I'm going to make a few bucks here. You know, I'm ready to go now. So I have my friend edit my 40-minute arrest down to where I faked a heart attack, you know, of a DUI. And I went ahead and I popped that up onto YouTube. And of course, no money. So, you know, my video was up there on YouTube and I was kind of seeing what was going on. People were leaving some comments, and then I had these weird comments like at the bottom of my page, and I'm like, what is this? And they're like, I subbed you and all this stuff, and I had no idea what was going on. So I went over and asked them, you know, what's a sub? And they meant, oh, I subscribe to your channel. And then I started figuring it out, you know, and like all these weird things like ROLF. And I'm like, what is ROLF? And, you know, finally I figured it out, and I asked somebody, and it was roll on the floor laughing. And I was just totally clueless to what was going on. And then, you know, not soon after that, True TV contacted me through Meeting House Productions and said, we'd like to use a clip of your vid for our up-and-coming TV show. So I said, sure, why not? And they go, we'll send you $500. You know, and I was kind of leery, you know, are these people for real, or, you know. So I said, well, send me some paperwork, and they sent me over some W-2s, and I signed the W-2s. And they said, you know, the only footage I really have is a friend does this editing for me. He has this stuff and he's out of the country. I said, no problem, we'll just download what you have on YouTube and we'll use that for our show. I said, no problem. So, you know, they downloaded it, and I really didn't know it was on TV. You know, I guess it was featured on TV in July. And then not soon after that, you know, around October I got arrested. So the first time I ever saw myself on TV getting arrested, I was actually in jail and watching it with 100 other inmates on 3 different TVs, and the COs were watching it, and I was kind of a jail celebrity there for a minute, you know, until I got out. And but anyway, you know, so I started going along on YouTube and doing these things, and I opened another channel because that was back in the day when you could only sub 2,000 people. So I opened another channel so I could sub more people, you know, and that channel kind of, I guess it kind of took off. And I started subscribing to a lot of people. A lot of people started subscribing to me. And I really didn't know how to make videos. That was the only video I really had up. And you know, I was playing around with my phone one day, and I accidentally hit record, and I looked, and I had stopped, and then it said send. So I looked at the send button, so I pressed that, and it said send to YouTube. So just as an experiment, I just tried it. And it popped up onto YouTube, and this was back in the day. I used to drink every night, you know, like 12, 24 beers, and YouTube all night. And it was kind of crazy back there. I posted videos and I didn't remember that I posted them, and you know, it was kind of nuts. Actually, it was one of those videos that I made a couple of years ago that somebody flagged and brought my channel down just recently, which is kind of I couldn't believe it. But anyway, that was the Heart Attack Don channel. I had like 200 videos up there, and every one of them could have been flagged for something. So yeah, it was about time that thing got brought down. That was a circus. It had everything from Gangnam to two-headed people, you know, and that thing was just full of flags. You know, anybody could have flagged that channel down. It would have only taken a minute, and that's what happened. So anyway, eventually my vids got monetized, off that channel, and I really never made any money at YouTube, but I've had a whole lot of fun. I've met a lot of people out there. One of them was Ali Christofsky. She came by my very first channel, the Heart Attack Dons. It's still open, and out of all this chaos and all these people were leaving all these, oh, you look like a fag, oh, you look like a pedo. I mean, it was just on and on and on. And all of a sudden, here comes this message through my comments that said, oh, have a great weekend. I was like, who is this? Have a great weekend. I went over there and it was Ali Forsofsky. And I was like, wow, she's nice. And she had like 1 million views back then, and seemed like she was pretty cool. I think she was only 16 at the time. And back in the old days, you used to have your subscriptions out in front over your comments. And I looked one day, and I have 3 subscriptions, but I know I've subscribed to like 2,000 people. So I'm wondering and it was some kind of YouTube computer glitch, so I just erased the other 2. And I did have 2,000 subscribers, but it looked like she was the only one that I had subscribed to, which was kind of cool. And then I put her in I figured out eventually how to put people, on the featured channel list. So I put her in my featured channel, so it looked like she was the only one that I boxed, and I had her featured channel. It's kind of cool. And it was kind of tradition. I've always kept her in my featured channel box since then. And she had her first video that really took off was E.T. And I watched that. She had one time she left a message. I went over and I go, wow, she has 30,000 views in 2 weeks. That's incredible. And she when it hit 50,000, she thanked everybody. Her video hit 50,000. It was how amazing it is. Now she has 30 million views. She gets 50,000 views. It seems like an hour. It's just incredible. And she still stops by. She still keeps in contact, with everybody, and it's just kind of cool. I've met a lot of great people out there on YouTube. A lot of great people, players, guitarists, all kinds of people. I just can't even go into it. But it's just been amazing. So I love YouTube. I love everything about it. That's kind of how I got started up. I didn't even know what a sub was. I didn't know what, all these little phrases and definitions were of all this stuff. And I've been out of the computer world because I used to drink all the time. I could care less for a computer. And I hadn't been on a computer before I got into YouTube in 10 years. And when I got onto the computer, I was using a Commodore 64 back in '82. And now, I played around with the internet in the '90s through real estate and that kind of stuff. And then once it all blew up, man, and I plugged in the computer, and when it was 2010, I was just blown away. So yeah, YouTube has been a great thing for me. It kind of made me a local celebrity because there were people that showed up, because I'm in AA. In the real world, it's not too cool to get arrested, but in AA, it's kind of everybody's been there and done it, and a lot of us are lucky that no one got hurt. So, it kind of made me, like I say, people that show up to meetings, you go, oh, wow, I saw you on TV last night, gives you a little credibility there in AA. In the real world, they kind of look down on that kind of stuff, so it wasn't too bad. And so, yeah, that's my YouTube story. That's kind of how I got started out into YouTube, and it's been a blast for me. I don't know what I'd do without it. I love to make videos. I love to do sub for sub. I love to watch other people's videos and see their other cultures and see what they're doing, and it's been a real learning experience for me. So, YouTubers, peace out. Heart Attack Don.